turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour touching every.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. DJ Dallas to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On first down, it's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off of play action. Here's Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play. But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to it, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 69 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Gino's going to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Hard throw, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields steps away to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now Fields escaping the pressure right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now it's Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and goal. Smith dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Geno Smith. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to give them a 2-point lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle is made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Pass out to the sideline. He's got Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Again, Fields flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Touchdown, Chicago! Chase Claypool, 48 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Joe Thomas. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Flushed, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Under pressure, they got him again. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Fields on 1st down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. To throw is Fields. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken a 4th quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Dallas now to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Back to throw. Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Fields. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. All eyes on Fields. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Completion here to Claypool. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. What a